Hello students, welcome to the basic mathematics video. Today we are going to start unit 5 statistics. In statistics there is only one chapter, chapter number 11, and chapter number 11 is measures of dispersion. So let's start with measures of dispersion. So learning outcomes, after watching the whole series of measures of dispersion video, student, you will be able to obtain the range and coefficient of range of the given group and ungrouped data. Student, you will be able to calculate mean and standard deviation of discrete and group data related to the given simple engineering problem. Student, you also will be able to determine the variance and coefficient of variance of given group and ungrouped data. So let's start with measures of dispersion. Now students, since measures of dispersion is a part of statistics, so first let us discuss about statistics. Okay, why this statistics? So here comes the definition of statistics. It is the branch of or science, it is the branch of mathematics or it is a science which deals with numbers. Okay, so the statistics is dealing with the numbers. It is used for collection, summarization, presentation and analysis of data. So statistics provides a way of organizing data to get information on wider and more formal objective, right? Formal means objective basis than relying on a personal experiences. Okay, this means what? So students, when we have a number of data, when we have a large number of data, then just observing that data and saying something, concluding something or making decision just saying the data is not a scientific way. So in scientific way, what we are going to do with that data? We are going to summarize that data. Then we are going to present that data in some meaningful manner, and then we are going to apply the tools of statistics, okay, to draw a meaningful conclusion. Okay, so statistics provide a way of organizing data. Statistic is a method of organizing the data. Data means information. When you have a large number of information, when you have all the data, okay, and you need some meaningful conclusion from that data, then we are going to apply the statistic. We are going to use the tools of statistics. Okay, suppose I am going to give you one example. Once upon a time, that health ministry was interested in knowing whether the people living nearby the national park, Borivali National Park, and people living nearby the dumping ground, both are having same respiratory problems, or they want in comparative study, okay, whether that national park area having some impact on health or not. Okay, living nearby national park and living nearby dumping ground, whether in both the areas they are getting any health benefit or not. Okay, so for that, what they had done, they had organized a camp, okay, where they have tested all the families live nearby the national park and Gorai dumping ground. They have done all the tests related to respiratory. Now they are having all that data. Now they want the conclusion, right, on that data. They are having all the data. There are suppose nearby national park only 50 families are living, and nearby that dumping ground, suppose there are 35 families are living, so they are having that 35-50 families all the medical history related to respiratory problems. Now they are having all that information. Now they want the some conclusion whether dumping ground and national park are both are having no impact on health issue, whether they are having then in terms of what, all these are the questions. Okay, and they are interested in the answer on the basis of collected data. So there we are going to apply the statistics. Okay, we are going to apply the statistics and we will do the comparative study of Gorai dumping ground and national park. Okay, and then we can draw some meaningful conclusion. So basically my point is, statistics, in statistics what we are doing, we are collecting the data. Okay, then we are summarizing that data. We collected so many things, right, from the Gorai dumping ground and from national park. Okay, in family how many members are there, then what is the age of that member, right, all these are related to health issues, no? So what is the age group of that members, then whether they are having any family medical history or not, there are so many things we are collected from that, right? So after collection of data, next step is summarizing that data, and then next step is presenting that data in a some meaningful manner. Okay, so after summarizing, after putting that data in some numerical terms or in some proper manner, next is presenting that data. Okay, and then we are going to apply the tools of statistics or methods of statistics to analyze that data. Okay, and on that analysis we will decide which one is the better. Okay, so this is the definition of statistics. Now types of statistics. So as we know that statistics is a branch of mathematics that transform data into useful information for decision makers, right? Statistics, after applying statistics, what we are getting, we are transforming the data in some useful information, and on the basis of this useful information we can do the decisions. Okay, now there are two types of statistics. One is descriptive, right, discrete type of statistics, and one is inferential statistics. Okay, now descriptive means collecting, summarizing and describing the data. Descriptive, right, so describing the data, so in that it comes collecting, summarizing, presenting, all this comes under the descriptive statistics. Then inferential statistics means drawing conclusions or making decisions. Okay, then concerning a population based on sample data. Okay, we are not going, sometimes it is not possible to collect the whole data. So what we are going to do, we are going to take a sample. Okay, and on the basis of sample we can draw a conclusion for the population. Okay, so we are collecting sample and applying all the statistical tools on sample, and on the basis of sample decision we can apply that decision on population. Okay, so these are the two main branches of statistics. One is dealing with collecting, summarizing, analyzing, all this part, and that part is known as a descriptive statistics. One is a inferential statistics. In this what we are doing, we are actually concluding the answer, right, we are making the decisions in inferential statistics, and based on sample data we are going to predict about the population data. Now after this type of statistics, students, Now the very first thing which we are going to use in statistics is the word data. Now data means what? So in statistics, data means information, okay, related to your experiment, related to your collection, okay, whatever collection, whatever you are collected through the survey, that all thing is known as a data, okay. So data means information. Now types and scales of measurement. So types of data, so basically there are two types of data, quantitative type and qualitative type of data. So in quantitative type of data, there are two types, discrete and continuous. While in qualitative type of data, we are dealing with non-numerical terms, okay. So there are two types of data, quantitative and qualitative type of data. In quantitative type of data, there are two types, discrete and continuous. While in qualitative, we are dealing with non-numerical values. Now continuous in this comes interval scale and rational scale, okay. We are going to measure this continuous quantitative data like interval scale and rational scale. While in qualitative data, we can measure this by using nominal scale and ordinal scales, okay. So these are the scales. By using this, we can find this type of data. We can summarize this type of data. So now let's see the example of qualitative and quantitative type of data. So as I told you, qualitative means data that refers only to name classifications, okay, which can give you only quality. So example is marital status, right, political parties, then eye colors, anything which can give you only name classification comes under the qualitative type. Then quantitative type, in quantitative, data that represent counts or measurements, okay, where we are dealing with numbers, that comes under quantitative type of data. So there are two types of quantitative, discrete and continuous. Discrete means counted items which we can count. Continuous means measured characteristics, okay. On the basis of characteristics, we are going to measure that, okay. So example, number of children, okay, number of children in family, so that is a discrete number. So it is an example of discrete quantitative type of data. Then defects per hour, okay. In production, if we are interested in defects per hour, so that is a discrete quantitative type of data. Then under continuous, we have example weight, okay, and voltage and height. All this comes under the continuous quantitative data. So with this, I am concluding this video. Next video, we can see the more examples, more concept of measures of dispersion and statistics. So thank you, students.